Hi, this is Dr. Leroy Alloways with Grade School for Adults. I'm going to talk about a cool project that I've been working on, and this year me and my kids are going to start doing it. I've been working on it for a couple of years, setting it up, and it's called the Geography-Coinage project. And what I mean by I've been working on it for a couple of years is I like coins. I am a hobbyist at most, or at best, numismatist. I could barely say that word, and amazed I even know the definition of that word. But I like coins, and the reason why I like coins is my dad kind of instilled it and my brothers kind of instilled it. My dad would bring home change, and we'd look at the change, and I traveled a little bit and not a lot, and one of my souvenirs I'll do is I'll pick up coins, and there's a ton of history on coins. And so in time I have collected coins from so far 136 countries, and some of those countries are extinct. For example, I have a South Vietnam coin, and that country no longer exists, and one from the USSR, and so on. So I have 136 different countries, and going back all the way, my brother gave me back a coin going back all the way to the Roman times. So a lot of these coins are really old, and I prefer it that way. And so my kids are going to use this to figure out some history and some geography. This whole project also involves the monster map behind me. So they're going to use that. Now, here's the concept behind the project. My kids are going to say a country, or I'm going to have them pick up a hat and pull a name out of the hat, more or less. And they're going to get a country. And when they get that country, I am going to allow them to pick a coin, or I will pick a coin. For example, I will give them this coin. And it's an old dirty coin. You can kind of tell where it's from by looking at the back of the coin. You can see where it's from right there. There's a kangaroo on the back. And this is a 1940 1 cent piece, or 1 penny, from Australia. The person on the front is King George the Sixth, and it's a copper coin or a bronze coin, very large coin, and it's worth a penny. Now I'm going to give them the coin, but I'm also going to give them this. And what this talks about the geography project. What they have to do is write down the country. They have to write down an ID number for that country, and then they have to do some research on the company. Now, on the country. Now, what they get for resources is something my dad used to sell a long time ago, and something I used to love. And it's actually this version is smaller than the one that I had as a kid. Mine was a couple more inches in every direction. And so they get this. Now, this is an obsolete atlas, and the reason why I'm giving them an obsolete atlas is because things like modern atlases do not have the USSR in them. This one does. So they get this, but I'm not going to be super mean, because they also get this, which is a new atlas. And so they get to use this atlas, they get to use that atlas, and on this piece of paper, you'll see that it says, I want to know the capital, I want to know the population, I want to know the hemisphere. Is it the northern hemisphere and the southern hemisphere, the eastern hemisphere, the western hemisphere? Is it in both northern and eastern, or northern and western, or northern and southern? You gotta get those. So is it north, both northern and southern? Ecuador. So is it both eastern and western? The United Kingdom. So they get to pick, or they get to tell me that. They also have to draw a flag. And so they get this, they get this. And since I have twins, they get this and this. Okay, so some of them have stickers, because they need a sticker. They have to pull a sticker out of one of these books and stick it back on that big old humongous 8-foot wide map of the world. Okay, they also get this. Now, what's cool about this is what it says right there: capitals and flags of the world. And also, it has population data. And it also has other things. They don't get Wikipedia. That's the thing. unless it's very specific, because trying to find about an old 1800s Prussia, you don't find Prussia in here. You don't find Prussia in the other ones. So I will allow Wikipedia when it's necessary. So they get that, and also they get access to a site on the site that I use for coin information. And the reason why they need that is down on the bottom of this piece of paper, and that is they have to do things like tell me what the value is, what the currency of the country. Like when they use this in Australia, they weren't on the decimal system yet. Now they use Australian dollars, but before, when they used this, they were on the pound system. And so, what type of currency were they using at the time the coin was minted? They also have to tell me the composition, the shape, the diameter if possible, the weight, and the mintage. Can they tell me how many of these were minted? Okay, so that's kind of necessary. And then lastly, they get the fun part. And I'm not very good at this, but they're going to learn about coin grades. Is this a good coin, a fine coin, an extra fine coin, a very fine coin, almost uncirculated, or uncirculated coin? The amazing thing is people out there believe it's that kind of a circulated coin or almost uncirculated. Yeah, I'm kind of, this would be I would say that this is almost a very fine coin if it wasn't for that blob that you can see that black mark on it. But the printing and everything on this is really, really good. So very fine to very fine. It's definitely better than good. But it's a cool coin too, especially the Latin around it. I'm not getting into that because I can't say it. But so that is so that's it. When they're all done, and again, they have to draw me a map, or they have to draw me a flag, and they have to actually draw the obverse and the reverse. And the obverse is that, and they have to draw that. So when they're all done, they should give me back something that looks like this. And I'm cheating here. I'm not drawing, okay? I'm cheating. But it has all the information that I really want on there. So it has, what you see here. And then what they do is they take that ID number. In this particular case, I have it at ID number 1. They would take a little pin, put a number 1, or a little dot, put number 1 over on Australia. They put a little flag on there saying this is the Australian flag, and we move on. Now, why am I doing this? Because, you watch YouTube videos and then people walk around Harvard and say, name 5 countries in Africa, and all they can name for some weird reason is Nigeria, and they can't even say South Africa, or can't even say Egypt, or that type of thing. Name all the states. My kids know all the states, they know all the capitals, but I'm still working on that. I'm still quizzing them on that all the time. And but I want them to know is when someone says where is the Ascension Islands? Okay, they're gonna have to tell me where the Ascension Islands is at some point in the next 3 years, and that's how long I anticipate this taking. 136 countries, and if I did one a week right now, that's going to be 3 years, and I plan on not doing more than one a week. But this is a concept project. I would love to be able to completely fill out my map. And as you can see on my map, I'm missing some parts of Africa and a little bit of Asia. And I don't think I'll ever get a coin from North Korea. That would be awesome. I do have a sister-in-law visiting pretty soon who's been to North Korea. But that would be, my goal is, like I said, to completely fill out that map. The funniest thing is I don't have Norway. Okay? I don't have Norway. And, got so many Denmark coins I don't know what to do with, but Norway. So this is a little project. It's something that I've spent a lot of time and effort on, and so I'm going to make a lot of little videos on different coins and show progress as my kids going on. But so on this page you're going to see little shorts on coins, my favorite coins, and so on. And thanks very much for viewing. Again, if you like this channel, subscribe, please. If you want to share this channel, subscribe, because I'm doing a lot of effort, a lot of work trying to get all this stuff together. And it's something, I love teaching. I love teaching my kids. And again, there's going to be daily or once every other day math lessons coming up. And that's as soon as I get done posting this, that's coming up. Bye.